Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All How Out. Tonight we are going for another beer from Drop Bear Beer Co. Which one is it? It's this one. It is the Tropical IPA. And unsurprisingly it weighs in at 0.5% ABV, and it also tells you on the bottle that it contains Munich DRC caramel chocolate, wheat malt and flaked oats as your malts. Your IBU rating is a little bit higher than yesterday's offering. That was 33, this is now 46, so I'm expecting a little bit more bitterness, which I love. Your hop profile sounds rather yummy. You got Equinox, Simcoe, Citra and Eldorado. It's a classic combination of hops there. And your average ingredients, your total ingredients are water, malted barley, wheat, oats, hops and yeast. And yeah, when I posted up the review from last night from the Yuzu Pale Ale, the brewery got in touch on Twitter and said if I love hops, I'm going to absolutely adore this one. So hopefully I do. Yeah, I love the artwork. The funky little drop bear is awesome. You know, the carnivorous cousin of the koala. Yeah, and dropping the alcohol, not the flavour. Well, based on the evidence of last night, that is very much true. So, without further ado, we're going to open it, get it into a glass, and enjoy. So, last night's was a little lively. We're going to hope this one is not quite so lively. No, it doesn't appear to be. So, we're going to pour into my teku tonight. The pour is... Oh, it's still got some colour. It has highlighted, however... My lack of glass cleaning skills on my days, that is atrocious. For anyone watching, apologies. That is absolutely awful. In terms of the glass cleanliness, it's one the wife, I think, did she wash this one? I can't remember. Anywho, let's try and knock some of them bubbles off. There we go, it's a little bit better. So you've got a beautiful colour on this beer. It's lovely and dark. The chocolate malts have obviously added a little something here. It's clear as a bell, same as the Yuzu, and with this one we've got a slightly more consistent head, and it is off-white, and it looks good if we take away my my terrible glass cleaning skills. All right, so it looks good. Let's have a whiff. It does smell good as well. There is a slight grapefruity pithiness coming through. There is that sweet malt that you expect from an alcohol-free IPA, and there's hints of something creamy, almost like a Sharon fruit type creaminess. Is it Sharon fruit? Yeah, it is. One slightly custardy. There's a whole heap of soft stone fruits coming through as well. It's a slightly tropical delight. It really is. So I'm looking forward to tasting that. So without further ado, cheers. That's RP Bonanza. And none of that super sweet, sugary malt that you get on some alcohol-free beers. This tastes really, really good. It's spiky. It's bitter. Not overly so. There is a hint of resin. The tropical fruit aromas, though, are much more muted on the palate than they are on the nose. They're there, but the big, powerful hop is there. The chocolate malt, though, is working wonders in this. It's adding that depth of character and that depth of flavour really, really well, and just rounding it out superbly. It's balanced. You know, I was expecting it to be good, but there's a beautiful balance to this one. There's obvious hops, you know, they are right there at the forefront, but in equal measure you've got those malts that are backing everything up and just not letting go. They are working really, really, really well. It's light on body, it's soft in the mouth, It's not overly carbonated in the mouth. You've got a nice, just a subtle tingle. And the chocolate malt, yeah, that's incredible. There is that it's bringing a creaminess to the whole thing. The flaked oats are obviously going to add something to that as well. They've not added as much body as perhaps I'd expect, but you know, they've added a nice creaminess which works really, really well with the chocolate malt. That is nice. So, what does the world of Untapped think of it? Let's go to my aid memoir. Well, this one's had slightly more check-ins than the usual. This has had 296, but it's got a slightly lower average score of 2.77 over those 296 check-ins for the Tropical IPA. So it's slightly better than average according to Untapped as a collective hive mind. But what does my mind think? Well, we're going to judge it in the same way as I do everything, with the looks, aroma, body, taste and finish for the Drop Bear Tropical IPA. So looks, taking away completely my absolutely atrociously presented glass, it's a cracking looking beer. You've got a beautiful sort of amber colour to the beer. You've got clarity for days, and you've got a nice off-white head that is nice. It's relatively consistent. It's a good looking beer. It's going to get the full point from me on that one. For the aromas, it works again. You've got that slightly sweet, creamy, almost Sharon fruit-like thing. You've got the soft, sweet stone fruits. I could sit and do that all day. Yeah, that creaminess is just reigning supreme with the soft tropical fruits underneath. It's a very, very good smelling beer. It's going to get another full one from me on that one. The body, like I say, it's lighter than the yuzu, but it still works. You know, it's not thin, it's not watery in any way, shape or form. It's just light and it works. It's, yeah, can't fault it. Really can't. Taste though, taste is king. Certainly on a beer. Because if it isn't about the taste, what is it about? Well, it's all about the taste. Let's be honest. And it's got it. It's got a beautiful, beautiful hop profile that's balanced perfectly with those malts. You've got that chocolate malt that just shines through all of it, and it adds that beautiful little depth of character, a robustness, if you will, to the whole drink. And the flaked malts, again, they work really, really well. They add that creaminess to the whole thing. It's spot on. I can't fault it. It's one. Finish. I haven't really discussed the finish. Let's do that now. So we know what it does up front. We really do. And that chocolate malt, again, it's shining through on the finish. It works really well. It's still creamy. It's still rich. There's some of the hops coming through, but it's a slight bitterness as well. Really, really good. I am struggling to find a reason why I should mark down the finish. It's got none of that crystal malt that really kind of defines an alcohol-free beer quite a lot. There's none of that. This is robust, it's full, it's good, it's delicious. I can find no reason to give it anything less than the full marks, which is 5 out of 5. For an entirely alcohol-free beer, I say entirely, sorry, it's 0.5. For an alcohol-free beer, as legally allowed to sell it in the UK, it's spot on. It really, really is. It's got beautiful flavour. It's got a beautiful finish. It's got a nice touch of bitterness. It's got a nice, unexpected, creamy tropical approach to it. I really, really like it. And if you haven't tried it, I think you should do. And I think you'll probably enjoy it a lot as well. So, boys and girls, and everyone at Drop Bear Beer Co., you've got yourself a cracker here. You really have. I know you said it on Twitter last night that I would really enjoy it, and I really, really have. So, yeah, hands down, this is a contender for the alcohol-free beer of the year for me. There we go. It's quite a short list, I will say, but this one is right up there with the very best. So, yeah, there we go. I don't really need to say any more on the fact, other than say that's been the beer. Down there are some buttons. I'm going to tell you what to do with them tonight. You've got the like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish, and let me know in the comment section if you've tried the tropical IPA. And on that note, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this beer, stick it up on YouTube for your hopefully viewing pleasure. Catch you all later. Bye.